In fact, we have another individual. Oh, we hear some USA chants here. Always exciting in a time like this. And one person I want to get on here. Hey, Dillon, you want to jump on here? We got a young person who's actually running for State House of Representatives here in Iowa. Dillon, how old are you?
I'm 21.
That's amazing. And is it 18 to get onto the ballot for State House here?
So here in Iowa, it's 21. It's 18 for some other offices here, but for state representative and legislator, it's 21 and then 25.
Fantastic. What inspired you to run for office?
Well, I see that this country needs a lot of young talent, and the country needs people to fight for America First values, God-given values, and I believe it's time for people to step up to the plate and start putting the country first.
What is your platform to help support your great people of Iowa in the House of Representatives, and what's your district? Tell us about the neighborhood you're running for and what you hope to bring to them.
My district is a lot of 18 to 30 and 65 and older, so one of my biggest things is the property tax is a huge issue in my county. So basically what I want to do is I want to create a plan to eliminate the property tax by 2040. It would help the state tremendously because what the local governments do is they use the property tax to take advantage of the people for the lost revenue for the budget that they don't balance, So I want to take that away from the local government, and there's other ways we can fund local government without taxing people on property that they already own.
And what are some of those implementations you could do in order to support infrastructure? So would that be more at the local level than the state?
Well, there's some things that you can do at the state level. Like, for example, there's certain levers that you can pull at the state level. I'm still looking at those levers, but local government, what they can do is they can continue to cut costs and not tax the living crap out of their people.
Absolutely. You want to keep people in their homes. You want to allow them to stay where they want to stay.
Here in Iowa. We want people to stay here in Iowa, live and work and raise a family here in Iowa. Iowa actually just ranked one of the most affordable states to live and have a family here.
A lot of Republican leadership over the years, I'm sure, has a lot to do with that. What are some of your thoughts on the national scale with the Canadian tariffs that were coming this direction, but President Trump in the last several days renegotiating that with Prime Minister Mark Carney?
Well, I think that's good because Canada is obviously a huge partner, but at the same time, Canada has taken advantage of us. So I think, in my opinion, I think Canada deserved what President Trump was saying. Is with those tariffs is because when you take advantage of your friends, that's not really being a friend. That's kind of being an enemy. So basically, I think what President Trump did was well, and I hope all the future negotiations go well.
Yeah, so what is the highlight for you, being a young person who's now pursuing the State House of Representatives here in Iowa? What are some of the highlights for you 5.5 months of the Trump administration?
I think some of the highlights are the tariffs and how much money and how much prices have gone down. It feels so nice when I go to the gas pump and I see $2 gas instead of $3 to $4 gas when we were under the Biden administration. So I've seen definitely significant decreases in pricing as well as inflation, but we also need to get our federal spending under control. And I have no doubt that with the passing of this big, giant, beautiful bill that we will have significant growth in a lot of areas where we need it. So,
hey, is there anything specific from the one big beautiful bill that will really help Iowa move forward?
I would say the taxes, the cutting taxes part will really help Iowans because currently right now we're obviously federal taxes in my opinion are way too high. They still need to be lowered, but keeping the Trump tax cuts will definitely help Iowans and will definitely keep the economy rolling.
Now, President Trump watches RSBN here and there. Is there something you'd like to say to him right now in case you might have it on in the background? I'm sure he's pretty busy as they were whipping those final votes for the passage, but if he has it on right now and he knows you're here, a young person running for office, what would you say to him? Because he might bring you up on stage tonight.
Absolutely. Well, I would like to say to the president, all gas, no brakes, and don't listen to the media.
Yeah. I think he encourages that. He likes that. It's Gen Z folks like you, young men, who made a big difference in the last election. Dillon, where can we find your campaign and keep up with you as we get to 2026?
Absolutely. So you can find me on True Social at Dillon Fillion IA. My website is dillonfillion.com. And then you can find me on Instagram and all my other social media apps like Facebook and Twitter at Dillon Fillion IA.
Awesome. Come back and see us again. We love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bobby.
Such a pleasure to have. Now we had a state rep candidate, a U.S. Senate candidate, and a gubernatorial candidate all here in Iowa with all of our friends enjoying today.